I was thinking about something, right? Um, a lot of stuff should change. Like, why is the race question on all legal forms and all forms? It's a stupid question. Why do you need to know what race I am? We need to start calling ourselves a human race. I think that'll solve everything. And then you'll see who's really racist. We need to start finding people because, like, hitting people in their pockets is the only place where people care. Hit them in their pockets. If you call yourself any other race but the human race, because we could clearly see you're a different race from us, right? But we're gonna start saying we're the human race because it's dumb. The only person you should be expressing what race you are to is a blind person who cannot see you. And even then, they don't care because they've never seen color. Okay? All right. With that being said, I'm talking about the blind people who are born blind because not everybody is born blind. All right? Um, what's something else? Yeah, so inflation is when like the big bosses, I'm talking about the people at the top, the tippy top, and they do this like every year or sometimes every quarter. They decide that they want to raise. So everybody that trickles down to everybody. So we're in a giant pyramid scheme called the Matrix. And the Matrix, what it is these are these guys at the top that they are faceless that we don't know about. They're running everything. Under them are the people who we watch on TV. Those guys, they're the ones that scrap, they get paid first. Okay. And the people who manage them. Okay, they get paid first. And then it trickles down to depending on the job that is labor jobs, for example, are at the bottom because they get paid the least, but depending on what the labor is and how dangerous the job is. So if you're more likely to die or to do a job that nobody wants to do, like scoop poop or something of that nature, then yeah, you might get paid a little bit, better than, other people because nobody wants to do it. But other than that, you know, laborers make the least in pay. And I think that with the prison systems, right, it should be like a community. Like if you're not nice to each other, you know you get fined. If you want to act up, you get fined. If you want to act uncivilized, you get fined. What is uncivilized? We will come up with a way to specify what civilized is because you will have to pay to get into this community. Okay. So if you didn't pay the big bucks to come in, you better be fucking civilized. That's how I feel. All right. Okay. So other than that, people who decide they want to be uncivilized, what you do is you ship them out to, a field of some sort. Okay. Ship them out to a field where they have to work with their hands. And I mean like a rice field, not an orchard, because an orchard sounds kind of bougie. I went away to work in an orchard. No, we're not doing that. It's going to be a situation where you got to send them to not a cotton field because that's too on the nose. Okay, a wheat field, a corn field, to pick flowers. We should force people to have flowers, fresh cut flowers in their house. It should be like the milkman. There should be a flower man going around and making sure every house with a woman has flowers. I'm sorry, men. Do you need flowers? I mean, if you needed flowers, you would be buying them for women, right? Am I wrong? Okay. So, yeah, I think that would make life a little bit easier for and solve a lot of these like issues that we have, petty issues. These are petty issues, bro. Like, why are we fighting over race? Why? I can see that you're a different race from me. It's just like a language barrier, If somebody speaks a different language than you, you can notice immediately. Okay. So I don't know why we're still answering those questions as to what race we are. Shouldn't we all be treated equally? I mean, what? Why is it necessary? Why is our race affecting the way that we are treated? Let's talk about that. Why do we have a race question on questionnaires? That's because legally, we're not all worth as much as some people are worth. And you guys better make sure you check what it is that you're living under. With the whole, like I said, with the inflation, they steal from the bottom, guys. The people in the labor sector, they're getting stolen from. Okay, because if inflation happens and people's like salaries do not raise along with inflation, it is not sustainable. There is no equal give and take. It is not sustainable. It needs to be sustainable, and the economy is not sustainable. It's not. So I'm talking about like the whole oligarchy. And oligarchy is what's already going on with our business world in America. Y'all about to put us in a political oligarchy right now too? Because what, you like people stealing from you? Because all they're doing is giving themselves a raise every year or every quarter. Because their goal is to make more money, to make maximum profit. That is why they circle out their workers. They want maximum profit because they also want to pay their workers cheaper. They will make pay cuts in every situation. I'm telling you this as a business person. Okay, think about that.